Someone that the world can count on. But where are we gonna find?
Let's talk about that ever-growing backlog you pretend you'll get to someday. Because guess what? Valve just added 10 more reasons to ignore your adult responsibilities. These Steam Deck games aren't just newly verified. They're portable joy, heartbreak, chaos, and explosions all rolled into one palm-sized powerhouse. From remastered nightmares to pirate Yakuza fever dreams, we're diving into 10 freshly deck-blessed titles that'll make your battery cry, but your soul sing. So slap that brightness down to 20%, grab your charger like it's a lifeline, and let's find out what's worth playing in bed at 3 a.m. instead of, sleeping. Don't be a stranger. Like, subscribe, and join the fam for more awesome videos coming your way.
Nobody? Not helpful. Sneaky.
South of Midnight. Get ready for some southern sorcery, because South of Midnight is bringing a whole gumbo pot of magic, trauma healing, and ghost squashing directly to your Steam Deck. From the folks behind We Happy Few and Contrast, this game ain't just gothic, it's gothic with a capital grit. Set in the hauntingly gorgeous, and slightly cursed, town of Prospero, you'll play as Hazel, a newly minted weaver, which is basically a magical fixer-upper of broken spirits, busted folklore, and seriously messed up family baggage. The game's plot kicks off with a hurricane that tears through town like a banshee at a buffet, and Hazel finds herself sucked into a southern gothic dimension made of memories and murky truths. It's part folktale, part therapy session, and part monster-whacking simulator, with weaving magic that doesn't just bind threads, but also heals trauma and face-punches nightmare critters called haints. Think Coraline meets Bayou Bloodborne. You'll explore lush, decayed bayous, uncover secrets buried deeper than your grandma's cast-iron skillet, and tangle with twisted legends brought to life. The handcrafted art style is straight-up mesmerizing, and the banjo-laced soundtrack? Pure magic. Get ready to weave, wander, and whoop some spectral tale on the go. South of Midnight launched last Tuesday, April 8th, and it's a must-grab.
There! It's been feeding on the blight!
Dragon Age: The Veilguard. Now strap on your magical daggers and emotionally damaging backstories because Dragon Age: The Veilguard just dropped a high fantasy bomb on your Steam Deck. And yes, it's fully verified to roast Darkspawn on the go. BioWare's long-awaited 4th chapter finally dropped last October 2024 on the Steam store. And let's just say, it brought drama, trauma, and dragons hotter than your GPU under max settings. You play as Rook, a customizable badass with faction baggage and a knack for getting wrapped up in god-level chaos. Solace, the smuggest egghead in Elven history, is back from Inquisition, and this time, he's ready to tear reality a new one. Your oopsie moment? Accidentally releasing 2 other world-ending Elven gods while trying to stop him. Now you're playing magical whack-a-god with the fate of Thetis, and your therapy bill, on the line. Gameplay trades open-world wandering for portal hopping between tightly designed areas. It's God of War-style real-time action, ditching spreadsheets for flashy combos and oh-so-cinematic finishers. You pick your squad of 2 from 7 spicy companions, romance options hotter than Dragonfire, build bonds, and then dive into gorgeous lore-soaked zones. Expect big feelings, bigger monsters, and at least one epic betrayal. And yes, you can still flirt with danger, literally.
We risked everything for them, only to be repaid in blood.
The first Berserker Khazan. Gather round ye lovers of anime fury and revenge arcs hotter than your Dex fan at 99%, because the first Berserker Khazan is coming to absolutely wreck your thumbs in 2025. And yes, it's insanely verified for your Steam Deck Carnage sessions. Set a brutal 800 years before the Dungeon Fighter Online universe, this action RPG isn't here to whisper sweet lore in your ear. Nah, it's here to scream, bleed, and let Khazan's oversized sword do the talking. You play as Khazan, a war god with trust issues and abs so vengeful they might qualify as a boss fight. Once the top general in the land, now falsely accused, tortured like a villain's monologue went too far, and bonded with a literal ghost blade. Naturally, Khazan does what any disgraced warrior would do. go full anime Berserker mode and slice his way through a continent to clear his name with extreme prejudice. Combat? Think God of War dipped in chili oil. Dual blades, spears, giant swords, swap them, upgrade them, and then upgrade your own rage-fueled abilities with skill trees that'll make your inner min-maxer weep with joy. And boss fights? Each one's a strategy exam dressed like a kaiju with anger issues. Oh, and the visuals? Imagine cel-shaded anime got hit by a AAA budget truck. So yeah, grab that Steam Deck and start practicing your vengeance face. Khazan's not just mad, he's stylishly mad.
Cosplayers or something?
They're from this place called Madlantis. Some island they say is a hideout for gangs and mafia.
You can play at that game. We're turning this tub around.
Like a dragon pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. You thought Majima couldn't get any wilder? Think again, because like a dragon, pirate Yakuza in Hawaii takes everyone's favorite madman and drops him smack into a shirtless pirate RPG odyssey with coconuts, cannonballs, and confused criminal flashbacks. This 2025 release, with Steam Deck verified obviously, this game is basically Yakuza meets One Piece with a strong splash of, what did I just play? You play as Goro Majima, who washes up on a mysterious Pacific island like a wet dog with no memory and only raw chaos energy. Rescued by a kind kid named Noah, Majima quickly forgets the chill vibes and reinvents himself as a pirate captain. Because why not? With his swagger, a rickety ship, and an eye for treasure, he sets out to uncover his past, dodge criminal syndicates, and punch modern-day pirates right in the coconut. Gameplay is a glorious mess, in the best way. Real-time ship combat with dodging, cannon blasting, and explosive boarding sequences leads into full-on crew versus crew beatdowns. Majima swaps between Mad Dog flair, fast, flashy, painful, and Sea Dog chaos. Dual swords, gadgets, parrot-assisted takedowns maybe? The combos? Deliciously dumb. The tone? Utter madness. The result? A glorious pirate JRPG that lets you suplex a sea captain and then go spearfishing. The high seas are calling, and Majima's bringing hell in a Hawaiian shirt.
What the hell happened?
You're infected just like all the others.
I'm not. Put your weapon down.
No way.
The Thing Remastered. Time to grab your flamethrower, question everyone's humanity, and scream internally, because The Thing Remastered is back from the icy depths of 2002 horror gaming, and it's fully verified to terrorize your Steam Deck. Dropped last December 2024, this icy slice of paranoia was brought back to horrific life by Night Dive Studios, and yes, it still makes you distrust every guy standing behind you with a shotgun. Set right after John Carpenter's 1982 masterpiece, you're now Captain J.F. Blake, leading a U.S. Special Forces team sent to investigate the aftermath of Outpost 31's frosty freak show. But what starts as a check-the-bodies mission turns into a snow-covered nightmare as your squad realizes the alien parasite isn't just alive, it's hangry. The kicker? It shapeshifts into your squad mates. So not only do you have to shoot monsters, but you also have to play mind games harder than your last group project. This remaster is shiny in all the right ways. 4K, 144 FPS, dynamic lighting, upgraded models, and the same fear-trust system that makes you constantly wonder if your medic's about to heal you, or head-spider you. Squad-based tactics meet survival horror, with flamethrowers, explosives, and oh so much screaming. It's cold, it's cruel, it's crawling with things. And now you can play it in bed, on a Steam Deck. Humanity may be doomed, but at least it's portable now.
Elite Squad is known as the Resistance, and they are the last hope to save the world.
Grit and Valor, 1949. This game just dropped like an EMP bomb on your Steam Deck, fully verified and ready to melt Axis mechs into scrap metal. Launched just last month, this alt-history tactics brawler asks one important question. What if World War II didn't end, but got weirder, and way more mechy? The year is 1949. Hitler's long gone, but the Axis forces aren't. They've evolved into a terrifying empire armed with mechs, kaiju-sized bosses, and a hatred of freedom that runs on diesel and bad vibes. You're the commander of humanity's last hope, the Resistance, and your job is to haul an EMP warhead straight through enemy territory while babysitting a command vehicle that's basically the world's angriest food truck. Gameplay is tactical mayhem. You'll deploy customizable mech squads in real-time strategy combat, using terrain, cover, and good old flanking to deal with never-ending waves of metal Nazis. Each battlefield is randomized, and when you hit a boss fight, buckle up. These Axis generals don't play. They'll throw giant mechs, elite units, and chaos hazards at you until your analog stick cries. Die? You'll respawn at base with your scrap and Valor, upgrade your mech bros, and try again. Because failure's just the fuel for a more epic comeback. Now go save Europe like a tactical genius with a steel-plated vengeance. Sid Meier's Civilization 7. This next game is ready to take over your portable empire-building hours, and yes, it's fully Steam Deck verified, so now you can conquer the world while ignoring real-life responsibilities from the comfort of your toilet throne or cafe booth. It's not just more Civ, it's a whole new age of Civ. You'll start in the fires of antiquity and level up your empire through history's biggest glow-ups, switching Civ traits between ages based on your achievements. Want to be a science geek in one age and a bloodthirsty warmonger in the next? Go for it. Every new age lets you draft a whole new set of bonuses, units, and strategies. It's Civ on steroids, with clean UI and the deepest customization yet. And the deluxe edition? It comes stacked. You get the base game, a wild lineup of DLC packs, 2 new leaders, 4 CVs, natural wonders, and a sassy Napoleon unlock if you link a 2K account. Napoleon's Emperor persona is like a historical insult machine, cutting your trade routes while stacking gold from being disliked. Spite has never been so profitable. Toss in visual upgrades, diverse architectural styles, naval exploration, and up to 8-player online multiplayer with crossplay. And you've got the next great global addiction. Portable world domination has never looked so damn majestic. Assassin's Creed Shadows. Assassins finally hit feudal Japan. No more fan petitions required. Assassin's Creed Shadows is fully verified to run on your Steam Deck. That's right. Now you can ninja flip your way through cherry blossoms and clan wars in full handheld glory while riding the bus or ignoring laundry. Set in the war-torn Sengoku era, you'll double-wield Destiny as Naoe, a stealthy shinobi who's basically shadows in human form, and Yasuke, the real-life legendary African samurai who dishes out katana justice like it's his side hustle. Their combat styles couldn't be more different. Naoe crouches and strikes with deadly precision, while Yasuke turns enemy bones into confetti using sheer brute force. It's stealth meets slash, baby. This time around, Ubisoft is adding weather that actually messes with your stealth, changing seasons that alter environments, and a build-a-hideout feature where you pimp out your shinobi HQ. Recruit allies, craft wild gear, train the next gen of sneaky murderers, and decorate your base with enough Japanese flair to make an Edo architect jealous. Also, you're building a spy network. Yep, you're not just stabbing fools, you're gathering dirt on your enemies like a feudal gossip kingpin. It's brutal, it's beautiful, and it's bursting with bamboo-flavored badassery. Assassin's Creed finally did Japan right, and you'll be slicing heads and sipping sake with satisfaction on your Steam Deck all winter long.
Do not venture alone. Their crew contains some of the galaxy's most unique denizens. Unsanctioned psychers, strange Xenos, servants of the Inquisition.
Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. Time to suit up, Sinner Saint, because Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader is here to let you be fabulously rich, terrifyingly powerful, and morally ambiguous, all from your Steam Deck. Fully verified, this CRPG lets you command a galaxy-slaying star yacht while casually rewriting the fate of a cursed region of space known as the Coronis Expanse. And yes, you'll probably betray someone important within the first 5 hours. You're a rogue trader, basically a licensed space pirate with an Emperor-issued permission slip to do whatever the warp you want. Your ride? A massive void ship that'd make Darth Vader cry. Your crew? A blend of noble warriors, sketchy Xenos, unsettling psychers, and one guy who's definitely thinking about betrayal. But hey, it's Warhammer. Backstabbing builds character. Gameplay delivers crunchy, tactical, isometric turn-based combat, where cover matters, positioning is key, and using your retinue's flashy abilities can turn the tide of any hopeless battle. Outside of fights, it's a morality buffet. Ally with heretics or burn them with holy fire, save planets or loot them dry, romance a companion, or turn them into a loyal wreck with trust issues. It adapts the classic Rogue Trader rule set with enough narrative choices to give your dialogue wheel whiplash. Every decision, from character creation to final battle, shapes the universe. Want to play as a pious messiah or a chaos-flirting warlord with a gold-plated conscience? It's all fair game. Glory, grimdark, and profit await. Wanderstop. Take one haunted warrior, a tea shop in the woods, a sprinkle of trauma, and the musical stylings of Minecraft's C418, and you get Wanderstop, a deeply cozy but emotionally complex experience that hit Steam Decks last month. And yes, it's fully verified to sip, sob, and plant your way through it on the go. You play as Alta, a once unstoppable warrior who's taken more losses than a Dark Souls speedrunner on a bad day. On the brink of collapse, she's rescued by a big-hearted tea shop owner named Boro, and reluctantly begins a new chapter of leaf brewing and self-repair. You'll harvest ingredients, care for magical crops using a chill hex grid system, and operate an elaborate tea machine that's like a Victorian espresso bar with bonus emotional baggage. But Wanderstop isn't just about pouring tea. It's about pouring yourself back together. Customers like cursed dads, unemployed demon hunters, and nosy grannies all have their own heart-tugging arcs. You help them while quietly unpacking Alta's pain, sipping your own emotion-infused brews under shifting seasons, with C418 score wrapping around every choice like warm fog. Gameplay won't punish you. Botch a tea? Try again. Forget a task? No rush. This is a game that insists on kindness, both to its characters and to you. So fire up your Steam Deck, brew some pixelated peace, and let Wanderstop remind you it's okay to take a breath, even if it's between flashbacks and Fruit Hybrid. So that's 10 new ways to turn your Steam Deck into a glorified life-avoiding machine. Battle eldritch nightmares, serve emotional tea, or just vibe in feudal Japan with a sword and some baggage. These games are locked and loaded for handheld mayhem. Now it's your turn. Drop a comment below and tell us which one's downloading as we speak, or which one already ate your weekend. And hey, if your thumb cramps from too much decking, just remember, liking, subscribing, and ringing that bell takes way less effort than fighting kaiju in a tactical grid. See you in the next one, and may your frame rates be ever smooth.